should Miami go after Cormani McClain now that he's entered the transfer portal? This is the question that I've gotten since Cormani McClain entered the transfer portal yesterday, so I want to talk about it today. The first thing I want to say is Mario Cristobal in the program, they don't give a damn what I say, right? I don't think they're watching NMD saying, you know what? He wants us to go get Cormani McClain, so we're going to go get Cormani McClain and vice versa. So let me get that right off the bat. But I will say my opinion on this, and here's what I think. When you look at what has happened with Cormani McClain, let's talk about how he got to Colorado and how he got to the transfer portal. He was supposed to go to Florida. At the last second, he commits to the Miami Hurricanes. This commitment caught a lot of people off guard. Everybody thought he was going to Florida, but he decides to come to the U. He has a great relationship with DVD. Cool, come on to the U. You're probably going to get a lot of playing time right off the bat. Come on over, my guy. Well, National Signing Day comes up, and he doesn't sign his letter of intent, which means he's still on the open market, which means he still could go to Miami or he could go somewhere else. The bottom line is the school didn't hear from him. It was a big spectacle. It was a lot of drama around it, and everybody's wondering what's going to happen. Next thing you know, you turn on the Gillian Wallow podcast. We see them on there. Cormani McClain is saying, we are going to the University of Colorado. Y'all need to trim. After that, we have Deion saying, I ain't hard to find, gloating on social media. He took Miami's prize recruit, and now we're headed to Colorado. Cormani gets to Colorado, and Deion calls him out for not going to class, said he's not prepared. He's not getting on the field. He doesn't get to play a lot. Colorado has a bad season. After the season, people wonder, will he enter the transfer portal? Will he not? There's a lot of people saying that, his family's coming out to say, y'all don't know what y'all are talking about. And then yesterday, he decides to enter the transfer portal with 4 years of eligibility left. So, should Miami go and get him? I say no. When you look at how this guy has moved, what he's done, I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. Especially nowadays when it used to be frowned upon to transfer and transfer and transfer. Now it's just a regular thing. So even if Cormani said, hey, I'm going to come to Miami, he got here, I don't know if he would make it a year, 2 years, 3 years. And I say that because of his past actions. Can people change? Of course they can. But I also think there's other corners you could go out there and get who would love to be a Miami Hurricane, who would grind to be a Miami Hurricane. When you look at Deion saying that he isn't in the playbook and stuff like that, I actually believe Deion. But I'm not going to say that Cormani McClain isn't a natural cornerback who I believe could be a good D1 player. But I think it's going to come down to a coach talking to him in his camp, seeing if they can get a commitment, and a commitment that's going to last longer than a year. I do not think Miami should go get Cormani McClain. I heard somebody bring up maybe he should go to USF, and that does make a lot of sense, man. You go to USF, you're going to play right away. You're going to be with DVD. You're going to be back in Florida. USF makes a lot of sense, but what people also got to understand is there's a lot of pride with these 4- and 5-star players. When you've been told, and Cormani was told this, you are the next generation of corner prototype. You are the next prototype. You are a generational talent. When you're told that over and over and over and over and over again, I believe it's kind of tough to go to a USF. Now, I believe these players, they need to forget what program they're going to, and they need to figure a way to get on the field and get on the field fast. Because the players who don't get on the field fast, they end up in the transfer portal again. But let me know what you guys think. If Mario called you and said, hey, should we go get Cormani McClain, what would you say? Let me know in the comments.